Hey everyone, this is SchmuckuloN. Now, for those who do not know, the whole thing with the whole Christchurch terrorist attack was a very, very, very bad day for New Zealand. It was a very, 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 very bad day for New Zealand. What he did was reprehensible. It was disgusting, in my opinion. Now, for those who do not know, I'm for people practicing their own faith, being it Christianity, Catholicism, Hinduism, Islam, whatever the fuck. As long as you're doing it peacefully, and as long as you're not doing it to the point where you're trying to force countries to change to your will, then by all means practice your faith. The moment you become radicalized, and the moment that you start twisting your agenda into turning countries that shouldn't even be Islamic countries into Islamic countries, then I will question it. Then I will criticize it. Or if you're doing something dangerous with it, then yes, I will criticize it. Now, what Brenton Tarrant did was fucking disgusting. What he did was attacking peaceful people that came here from countries of actual oppression, where they were being oppressed, or where they wanted to create a peaceful life here in New Zealand. They wanted peace. That's what they wanted. They wanted to peacefully practice their faith in a peaceful country. That's what we were supposed to be. Then Brenton Tarrant decided to don up some tactical gear and kill people. That was what he did. He's in prison for it. He is now rotting in jail for it, and good. Fucking good. Now, the incident that he spawned was met with a lot of division here in New Zealand. The aftermath of what happened was the worst. Was bad. What he also spiraled here in New Zealand was issues on free speech. He single-handedly launched an attack on the right and centrists and libertarians. He spiraled. He added more things to censorship, and he basically pretty much he basically triggered the media narrative, which things were pretty much already building up from a period of time. I mean, they were already building up. What he did was not only fucked up in a very bad sense of a criminal sense, but what he did was he pretty much nearly fucking started a social war. He basically nearly started a social war here in New Zealand. With the left being weaponized and radical the way they are, he would have done that. But lucky things didn't go out of control because of him. Luckily, we're not dumb enough. We are dumb, but we're not fucking dumb enough to the point where we're inciting riots across the country. Luckily, we're not America. So he's lucky. But even still, what he did was pretty fucking bad. Now, he is crying about shit. Now he's crying about shit. And we're gonna look through this fucking article because this guy doesn't deserve the rights, in my opinion. He doesn't deserve rights, in my opinion. This fucker deserves nothing. Anyway, let's get the fuck on. The Christchurch Mosque shooter has launched a legal challenge over his prison conditions due to go before the High Court judge tomorrow morning. Oh, fuck this guy. Brenton Tarrant is serving a sentence of life imprisonment without parole for murdering 51 people and attempting to murder 40 others at Christchurch Al Noor Mosque and Linwood Mosque Islamic Centre on March 15th, 2019. He was also convicted under terrorism laws. Fucking good. Judges sought a judicial review, which was to be heard by Justice Geoffrey Venning at the High Court at Auckland tomorrow morning. Court records show the hearing is in chambers, which means it will not be open to the public. Media, however, are permitted to attend. The records show that Tarrant intends to represent himself. Fuck this guy. The Herald understands that Tarrant is challenging his prison conditions and designation as a terrorist entity. Dude, you fucking kill people in a fucking terrorist way. What you did was send a dog fucking shit manifesto full of Wikipedia links and name bombing fucking overseas conservative pundits by name to Jacinda fucking Ardern 51 minutes before you killed people. You fucking weapon. Shut up. A special prison within a prison is guarding Tarrant at a huge cost to the taxpayer. The facility is known as the Prisoners of Extreme Risks Unit. Was set up 4 months after the mosque shootings and holds Tarrant and 2 others. I wonder who the 2 others are. Tarrant is in his own wing, and there are 18 guards rostered to monitor him, a source has told the Herald last month. The other 2 are in the same ring, but they are all dealt with individually. It's a costly exercise. The correction says the unit costs $2.77 million in the year to October 31st, excluding the salaries of 6 staff and its management group. The company's to corrections spending about $1.1 billion in 2020 to guard the close to 10,000 prisoners across all its facilities. A judicial review is where a judge is asked to review a legal action or a decision. A judge looks at whether the way the decision was made was in accordance with the law. But a judge won't actually decide whether the decision was the right decision. Judicial reviews are always heard in the High Court, and about 180 judicial reviews are heard every year. Tarrant's life in jail without parole was the first time in New Zealand's history such a term has been imposed, meaning he will never see the light of day again, as Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern put it. Well, basically, if he gets life, he gets life. But, you know, I mean, I've heard that life imprisonment in New Zealand is a very subjective term. It can be 25 years, basically. But in his case, yeah, fucking life is life. But this is a funny thing, though. This is a funny thing. Who the fuck is he to question the rights of his own prison sentence? What he did was fucking historic. It was very fucking bad. What he did was fucked. Was really fucked. And what he did was the worst thing in history. You know, he doesn't deserve those rights. The judge was right in their decisions. Basically, the judge was right to hand that decision down. And that's just me though. That's just me. Fuck this guy. Fuck Brenton Tarrant. Fucking, you're lucky you're not going to fucking Guantanamo Bay. If you're in America, and you did that in America, and if G-Bay was still around, you would have been sucking the cock meat sandwich out of fucking Guantanamo Bay, cunt. Fuck Brenton Tarrant. Fuck this guy.